So I was sitting there and I was wondering like whether positive thought can affect your serotonin levels. And I feel like I heard something about people from doing ayahuasca ceremonies or something, and they were saying how they have increased serotonin, like the people that host it. And then I don't know if it was something to do because of they're always doing that practice, or maybe it's just from what they're consuming, but it made me think, what is positive thinking? So I was like, okay, maybe I can find something on CBT and serotonin. So I've managed to find a study, and I'm going to go into it in a sec, but before I'm just going to cover what CBT is, cognitive behavioral therapy, maybe a little bit about serotonin, although I feel like most people know what serotonin is or have at least heard of it. Now, CBT is called cognitive behavioral therapy, and it's kind of about challenging negative thoughts and I guess misperceptions. So this is going to be a very basic example, and I apologize to any professionals out there if I butcher this, but you're basically taking, for example, a negative thought. Let's say you imagine like a triangle and you have a negative thought and it's like, I'm a loser. And then you have emotions linked to that. Well, you would feel sad, I guess, if you were a loser, if you thought you were a loser. And then your actions, you would act like a loser. So it's like a negative feedback loop. But if you challenge one of them, for example, the thoughts, like maybe I'm not a loser, or maybe I'm just a normal person, you might act different and then feel different. It just shows how there's like, and it sounds really simple, but like it's really effective, and I find it really useful. So that's pretty much what CBT is in terms of serotonin. And again, there is new research saying maybe serotonin isn't linked to depression, but it's traditionally been linked to depression, and how they give SSRIs, which is selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, to increase your serotonin. And I also believe serotonin makes it more possible to make changes in the brain, or at least like in your actions. It's important for memory, mood. It's a really important neurotransmitter, and I guess people have traditionally linked it with being happy. I mean, it's what is heavily released when you take MDMA, basically. So now we've kind of covered what CBT and serotonin is. I want to jump into the results. So they, and it's unfortunate because people in the study, they had cervical cancer, and obviously a horrendous thing to have to go through, but they gave them CBT and they found some like real benefits. Now, the first was that they found a massive increase in their serotonin. The mean went from 89.57 to 219.43. So that's like just a crazy increase. I can't believe just from CBT there's an increase in serotonin, because like if you know anything about serotonin, like yeah, it's just crazy. Like I can't believe they've actually got that. So that's right there. And then they also took their depression scores, and their depression scores went down by quite a lot as well. You can see them there. And they actually concluded that CBT can increase serotonin and reduce depression. And they said it's in like cervical cancer patients, but I feel like you could probably, maybe, I don't know, you need more tests or more, what do you call it, studies. But I think you can definitely extrapolate some stuff from this. And yeah, I just thought it was a really crazy finding. And I feel like I don't need to explain how important serotonin is, but if you do want to, I say if you do want to try CBT, definitely talk to a professional. I mean, I use a free resource I found online. I'll link it down below if you are interested. And again, I'm not affiliated. And if you do want to do CBT, talk to a professional, get help if you feel like you need it. But there are lots of free resources online as well, so you can just Google it as well. Anyway, I thought that was, you know, really crazy to find that, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.